You know, it's funny. I was stressing this week, being like, hey, I need to put a video up. I haven't put a video up. I'm trying to do the backdrop and do all this stuff in my studio to get to the point of making a video. I'm like, why don't I make a video about behind the scenes, what I do? I always put tinfoil over the windows, for example, because you have to control the light level. I guess it's aluminum foil. And I'm going to put some more lights on here. There we go. Now I have more lights from every direction. They're actually fluorescent light fixtures, but I have LED bulbs in the fluorescent light fixtures. Right now I have these cotton drop cloths hanging up to dampen the sound, and I think they look really ugly, so I'm going to try and get something that's a little bit more aesthetically pleasing to hang up, probably some curtains. Yeah, to hang stuff in my studio, I use these tension poles, so they kind of hold through tension between the wall and the ceiling. They're called fast cap third hands. I actually cover the top with a little bit of Velcro so they don't leave a mark on the paint and the drywall. They're a pretty good solution if you want to hang stuff up in a room, but you don't want to make any permanent holes or changes to the room. Then what I do to hang lights up, to hang curtains up, is I actually take an oak dowel rod and cut it into a piece, and then I fasten that to the top of the fast cap tension poles using, I think these are, what are these? Are these pipe tighteners, whatever they're called? Then these are just curtain rod mounts from IKEA screwed into the oak dowel with self-drilling screws. So the end result is it holds quite a bit of weight. I usually tape the ends of the metal fasteners, so just in case they were to slip and fall, they don't take out an eye because they're pretty sharp. I actually have these lights hanging from the curtain rod with a shower curtain hook going into a 1-inch C-clamp that is clamped onto the light fixture. Then I'll use A-clamps on the curtain rod just to keep the wires in place. Then I just have a quick on-off switch where I can turn the lights on and off. This fabric helps dampen sound too. It's pretty ugly though. I'll probably get something with a pattern. I believe they call this stuff duck cloth when you buy it from Joann Fabric. Whenever you're blocking light off with the window, it's always good to use electrical tape because it is opaque. Wow, I look really short, but the camera's just kind of up high a little bit. Oh, yeah, and I just bumped that in the keyboard. That's about where I want it to be. Just squeeze it, and it should get up there. Now I'm going to fasten this to the top using 2 of these and at either end, and hopefully be able to run a curtain along that back wall and see what it looks like. Some of you may be wondering why there's spackle splotches in the paint of the wall. I used to have sound dampening material stapled directly to the wall, and I took it off and I've spackled over the holes, but I haven't actually gotten to repriming and repainting the walls in the room, so it's kind of in this perpetual in-between state. And since the walls are covered up mostly, it doesn't really bother me. I'm not in a rush to do it. Sometimes these light fixtures are a little bit too cheap. I think that one just died. Yeah, they're really pretty low quality. They're from Home Depot, so I mean, they cost like 20 bucks. So the lighting solution does break a lot, but it's fairly cheap too. It's about 50 bucks for maybe 5,000 lumens of light to get the fluorescent fixtures and then put it with the LED bulb. I tend to just try to keep extra fixtures and extra bulbs when they break because, like an actual LED studio lighting solution can cost like thousands, tens of thousands of dollars. Hey, on the YouTube budget. Hey. Yeah, I actually have another light fixture right here in the closet ready to go, expecting one of them to die. So maybe I'll swap that in at some point, but that's not really my priority tonight. Okay, I'm going to get up on this step ladder and screw the curtain mount up there with an impact driver. And here we go. We'll see how this goes. Let's screw this. And that is finally up there, and I'm going to go do it on the other side, and then I can put the long curtain rod in between them. I happen to have one extra long curtain rod extension from IKEA, and that's exactly how many I need right now. Yeah, I'm going to try putting this one up. Oh boy. Yeah, this takes a little bit of coordination to do this. I just fell off the stepladder. Well, not really fell off, but I stumbled gracefully off the stepladder. The curtains I bought just to test out are 98 inches tall, and then I think, 57 inches. You metric familiar people can see the metric measurements. It's about the exact ceiling height of this room, so it might be a little bit tall, but I just kind of want to see. I have a couple of different options for mounting the curtain up on the curtain rod. I could just use the built-in loops, which is probably what I'll try first. If not, I also have clip rings that are a little bit easier because I can put the clip rings on first and then loop the curtains on. I'll just have to see. These are 100% cotton, so I'm a little bit worried that they're going to get wrinkled and look ugly and not really be that attractive compared to curtains made out of other less wrinkled prone materials like polyester or silk or whatever else. So I'll have to see how they look. One nice thing about 100% cotton is it does not outgas when you install it in a room. Sometimes if you install a lot of polyester fabric in a room, polyester being an artificial plastic and any other synthetic fiber will outgas into the room. Sometimes if you're sensitive to odors, then sometimes it's better to use natural fibers. Pro tip from life experience in putting cheap home studios together. Not nearly as nice already as when it was hanging up in the store. You see the way the threads are here? It's really a hassle to thread a curtain rod with the threads being individual and sinewy like that. I don't know why they didn't just make this a piece of fabric like normal curtains. It's really cheap manufacturing on the part of IKEA. It'd be such a hassle to get up there. I've actually changed my mind already. I'm going to use clip rings. I cannot find my clip rings for the life of me. I know there's a bag of clip rings. I'm going to find it. These are the drawers where I would normally expect that type of thing to be. Not in this drawer. Cat 6 cables. Some two-sided carpet tape here. I really don't know where they are. All right, I finally found my clip rings. I'm just going to take this curtain, and wherever there's one of these badly designed IKEA curtain loops, I'm going to attach, ta-da, the clip ring. Will make it easier to put on the curtain rod. A lot of people wonder, like, Tay, why aren't you making music? Why aren't you posting more videos? It's like, hey, because I'm doing stuff like this all the time. I'm putting clip rings and curtains, and I guess I tinker with my environment a lot. Well, the first curtain's up. It is a little bit bunchy and wrinkly. It's definitely not the most attractive looking red curtain, but at one point I had one of those steamer things could kind of take and steam. Maybe I'll get one of those again. They're not that expensive. It is definitely better than what's behind it. At the end of the day, this is $25 worth of curtains, and I have two more to put up. So a total of $50 worth of curtains that I'm putting up from IKEA. Whereas if I did it with nicer curtains from Bed Bath & Beyond, I don't know, they could probably be quite a bit more in terms of curtain expenditure. These curtains are also a bit too long. They're dragging along the floor. So usually that just means I have to take a 2x4 and a Sharpie and a pair of scissors and cut them off somewhere around floor level or about an inch above it. Curtains like that also look better if you have a camera and a lens with a shorter focal length, because then your subject is in focus and the background is a little bit more out of focus. And if there's enough color contrast, like a shot like this, then you can do a little bit of that in post. Just nerding out on the production end of things. So this is kind of how things are with all the curtains up. Wow, I'm shiny. I should get some blotting paper. That's what you do when you're shiny. It looks better than what was there before. I'm not super thrilled with the look. I really would prefer actual red theater curtains, the thick type. I can also do fun things in editing the video like this that might make the curtain backdrop look a little bit cooler. So the other thing is that clip rings are a little bit inelegant as a solution for putting curtains like that up. I'd probably rather have S hooks, and the best type of S hook would be shaped like an S, but one end of the S is rotated 90 degrees, so I can just put the S hooks up on the curtain rod and then put the other end of the S through the curtain loops and then just slide it forward and backwards. It's more like a shower hook than a typical curtain hook, but I haven't really been able to find that type of shower hook, so I don't know. Got my green screen sitting over there. It's on a really bad stand. It likes to topple over a lot. I hope you liked a little bit more of this behind the scenes look at what I do. I know it's a little bit random. Hey, let me know in the comments if you like this. I appreciate you watching. See you soon.